This is the kanji mai. It means every, and it's used in words such as every day, every week, every year, every month, and so on. It consists of two very easily recognizable sections. The top element means person, and the bottom element, you'll probably recognize, means mother. It's almost identical to the character for mother. The top element looks like this when it's a kanji in its own right. And let's check the stroke order. It's very easy. Down on the left, and then down on the right. Now when this is made into an element of another kanji, it gets kind of squashed up. So it becomes same stroke down on the left, but that stroke on the right goes across towards the right there to allow the other element to squeeze into the kanji. So the top of this kanji has the meaning of a person. The bottom element looks like this when it's an entire kanji. And let's just remind ourselves of the stroke order for that one. It means mother, and the first stroke goes down here on the left and across towards the right. That's the left hip of the mother. Then we go across and draw the right hip of the mother with an optional tick, and that's not square. Then the actual real kanji, when it's used on its own to mean mother, has two separate dots indicating breasts, and the arms go across the middle like that. Now again, when it becomes an element in another kanji, then we take a little shortcut. We've still got the left hip, we still have the right hip going down with the optional tick, but instead of two separate dots for breasts, we join that into one stroke, and then the arms go across like that. So there we have a person, and underneath the character meaning mother. And you can remember this kanji by thinking that every person has a mother. So person and mother, every person has a mother. So the meaning of this kanji is every. Let's see how it's used in combination. Firstly, we've got mai nichi. So I just pop the nichi across like that. Mai nichi. And that means every day. So we begin with our top stroke for mai. Down and across, that's the person. Then we're going to put mother underneath, left hip, right hip, breasts and arms. That's our mai, meaning every. And here on the right, we've got day. Across and round, it's a pictograph of a sun, middle stroke, and then close it off, and it represents day. So mai nichi, every day. Now, if we swap day for week, we get every week, or mai shu. So again, mai has the person on top, mother underneath, there's her left hip, right hip, optional tick, breasts and arms, mai, and then the week, we begin with a boundary. So around we go here with our boundary, then we've got dirt or land inside, that represents the farm. Then we've got the mouths to feed across and round without taking our pen off, and that represents the boundary of our farm. And over here we've got that little wormy character, and he takes an entire week to crawl around that farm area. So there we have mai shu, every week. Now if we change week to month, using the character for moon, we get mai tsuki, every month. So again, we start mai, down on the left here and across, that's our person, because every person has a mother. Mother down on the left, left hip, across and right hip, optional tick, breasts and arms. There we have mai. And on the right hand side we have the character meaning moon. First stroke down here on the left, slightly curved like the shape of the moon, across and round without taking our pen off, optional tick, and left to right to close that off. And of course moon, that represents a month, so mai tsuki, every month. And finally, if we change that second character from month to year, we get every year. So let's have a look at it one more time. Down on the left, cross on the right, that's person. And here comes mother, because every person has a mother. Right hip down like that, optional tick. Breasts and arms going across. Mai, and then we get toshi, and that's year. Now in this one, if you recall the story, there's another element meaning person, only that person is Sleeping Beauty lying across the bed, actually levitating above. There's the bed leg, there's the ground where the bed is, and then down the middle there is Sleeping Beauty and the prince walking down the aisle. And of course she was sleeping for a year, so that character represents year. Put it with every and we get every year. Mai toshi. And those are the words you can write using every or mai.